Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted to do this morning, but give a shout out. Today is Dyslexia Day, and we've had numerous parents and kids and educators down here talking to state leaders, local leaders about the profound impacts dyslexia has had on so many of our families and our local communities. I wanted to share just a couple of quick facts about dyslexia in case you're not familiar with dyslexia. But dyslexia is a specific learning disability that is neurological in origin. Dyslexia is one of the most common learning disability affecting approximately 1 in 5 individuals and approximately 80% of all individuals with learning disabilities. And the condition is often unexpected because it affects those with high level of intelligence, but read at a very much lower level. And I know many of my friends and neighbors and local community, this has been a discussion of topic. And, what are we doing around future investments, and what are we doing to support our families and our local communities? So I just want to give those advocates, those parents, those kids who have been down here all day a shout out from the Georgia Senate, and we'll look forward to continue working with you. Thank you, Mr. President.
I want to take a quick second to recognize some special guests with us here today from back home in Forsyth County. We've got the Denmark High School FFA Club that's up here. If y'all would stand up for a minute, and I'd love to give you a Senate welcome. Callie's on the far left over there, and she grew up down the street from my boys. So thanks for taking good care of the Duncan boys, Callie. All right, we'd like to recognize the senator for what purpose does the senator from the 26th rise? He's not here, he waves. For what purpose does the senator from the 13th rise?
Mr. President, will you please excuse the senator from the 20th for business outside the Capitol?
The 20 what?
20th.
20th.
Yes,
Without
sir.
objection, the senator from the 20th is excused. The chair recognizes the senator from the 42nd for a point of personal privilege.
Thank you, Mr. President. As the senator from the 31st said, today is Dyslexia Day at the Capitol, and I want to personally welcome the parents and students of Decoding Dyslexia Georgia. Decoding Dyslexia is a network of parent-led grassroots movements concerned with the limited access to educational interventions for dyslexia within Georgia's public schools. Decoding Dyslexia Georgia aims to raise dyslexia awareness, empower families to support their children, and inform policymakers on best practices to identify, remediate, and support students with dyslexia. Studies have shown that 1 in 5 people, 20%, struggle with reading despite having average to superior intelligence, which means that in every classroom in Georgia, there are up to 20% of children who need help with reading, writing, and/or spelling. Prior to the pandemic, only 32% of Georgia's students were reading proficiently by 7th grade. That's a literacy crisis for us. Children of color are disproportionately impacted by Georgia's abysmal literacy rates. Through advocacy efforts like Decoding Dyslexia and legislative proposals, we hope to see better training and intervention, as well as more funding to address dyslexia in our schools. I was very pleased that in last year's budget, money was first appropriated to deal with the dyslexia bill that the former senator from the 9th passed a few years ago, and we need to see continued investment in this. No child should feel isolated or different due to a learning disability. We are glad to welcome kids with dyslexia and their parents and advocates to the Capitol today. Thank you for joining me in welcoming Decoding Dyslexia for Dyslexia Day 2022. Thank you, Mr. President. I yield the well.
Chair recognizes